What's up, boys? Data 782 here with episode 30 of Fixing the Franchise here with the Anaheim Ducks, moving into the 2028 NHL entry draft, which will be the beginning of our last season, our 10th and final season here in Anaheim. We have won 3 Stanley Cups in 9 years, and we are looking to make it 4 in 10 in our last season. So without further ado, boys, let's just hop into this draft. In the last episode, a lot of you spoke to me regarding trading Taylor Raddysh, looking to get Seth Jones, and looking at people not necessarily who have good overall, but who simulate well. So that's what I'm going to look to do in this draft when it comes to trades and in this offseason with trades. So let's hop right into this draft, boys. We don't have any of the top picks. We don't pick until we have the Blues pick, which we got in the Sidor deal. We pick at number 18. So we do pick at 18, and there are some people available. If we wanted to trade up, there are some pretty nice names. Nevins here is a nice sniper, and so is Zigomanis. They're both good snipers. Binnington's a sniper, but these two guys look really good. These defensemen I'm not really interested in too much, and a two-way forward, neither am I really interested in that. Dallas doesn't want to trade their pick, and no one wants to trade it until number 8, which is Ottawa. So that's really tough, because I don't think I'd be able to get the first overall pick if we wanted to trade Taylor Raddysh and Jameson DeVries and all these guys. Like if I trade them Raddysh and DeVries, not a lot of value, not even a full bar of value, I don't think. So I don't think they'd even want to even think about this, no. So if I gave them my first and those 2 pieces for that sniper, it's tough, because it's just like in the real NHL. You build around a core, like, you know, you have your Patrick Kane, you have your Jonathan Toews, and then you draft and you sign and do what you can, but you don't bring in other really big names. Like, you don't draft number 1 overall when you're the Chicago Blackhawks of the 2010s, right? So I guess it makes sense not to make this deal. I don't think we're going to be able to. So I'm going to simulate through the first few. Let's just get it over with. First pick, Dallas Stars. They get 80 overall. Moises Nevins, medium elite sniper. Pitkanen is medium elite sniper as well. Okay, so he's not a two-way forward. He's medium elite sniper. Good stats. Third overall is going to be that defenseman probably. Yeah, defensive defenseman Comiskey. Defensive Zigomanis goes 4th, and this defenseman Reed should round out the top 5. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades regarding picks. If anything, I would probably trade down, because I don't want to, I want to build up for next season, right? So I don't know if I'd trade up necessarily. I think I'm comfortable taking either Steckel or Watton or anybody else. So I think I'm going to just simulate to my pick and see who's available then, if I want to make that pick or not. Creamer and Steckel both went, so someone must have dropped to be at 18. Yeah, this guy who's ranked 15 has dropped. Central Scouting has him at 17. Our scouts have him at 15. Victor Watton. He is a 6-foot center from the WHL. 47 points in 68 games. Probably a couple years away. 3 years away. That's the problem there. He's 3 years away. He would be for the future. He would be part of my sim going forward as I sim to 2045 on my own over here. Francisco Silvestre. That's a really cool name. He's also 3 years away. 6'2". I think we're gonna. And there's also Raimo Pispinen. He's also 3 years away, similar to Theo Fleury. Goal scoring, pro release, and offensive instincts. Playing in an A+ league. I'm not really sold on Watton. Goal scoring, offensive instincts, and balance. Similar to no one. A centerman. I have. You know what? Let's go for Watton. He dropped. Let's just take him. He is medium top 6, 65 overall. I'll take it. And then that guy was medium top 6, 64 overall. So Watson is a two-way forward, a centerman. He should hopefully grow. Good skating. And yeah, we'll just stick with that for now. And we're going to continue simulating on. Now that I've made my pick, I want to look at making a possible trade. So I was looking at finding a trade. Hold on. Offer trade. I'm thinking about bringing people who simulate well for this team, and one person who definitely simulates well as a monster year in and year out is Patrick Kane. He's going into the last year of his deal. He'll be 40 years old at the end of next season. Last year in 82 games as 80 overall, he scored 87 points. So if anyone can get it done, it's Patrick Kane. He's a depth forward, 80 overall. His overall will drop even more by the start of next season. So maybe I'll wait to pick him up, because his value should even drop a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll wait to pick him up. But Patrick Kane is someone I definitely want to go after. But as of right now, I need to get rid of Taylor Raddysh for sure. Taylor Raddysh was a disgusting trade acquisition at last year's deadline. Did not work out at all. Power forward, just didn't fit. And I just want to get him off this team ASAP. So I'm going to find a team who fits well, and I'm going to try, and maybe if I could couple him with DeVries, that would be great. And if I could get maybe like an elite defenseman, that would be really good, someone who's cheap. Some people are talking about going after Seth Jones, who we traded away, and now he just came off a how many point season? He came off a 72 point season? Yeah, in 82 games. So maybe we go back and get Seth Jones. People wanted him back in this team. So let me see if I can get him. Maybe I can get some salary retained as well, and we'll see what I can do. Actually, what I can do is do a fine trade. I tried to look at Seth Jones. They do not want to move him for that's for sure. So if I move him, it's not going to be part of the Taylor Radish deal probably. If I try to trade Taylor Radish here at the draft, let's see what I could get. Brett Pesce, a second, and Connor Garland, 2 seconds from Calgary, Hickey and a first from Ottawa, Khudobin and a second, O'Mara. Okay, so I could get this is a nice offer from the Canucks. A first, which is 31st overall, Rolston, and a 3rd round pick. So Rolston is a goalie prospect. Or I could get a better prospect and go after someone from the Lightning. Let me look at, so Khudobin, Bork, and O'Mara. Bork is 73 overall, 21 years old. O'Mara, 18 years old, 65. And Khudobin, 20 years old, 71 overall. They're all forwards. Khudobin is a two-way forward. O'Mara is a center who is a power forward. Interesting, first round pick in 2028. And Bork is a two-way forward. Good stats last year in the QMJHL, but he's 21 years old now. I don't want Bork. So let's try Khudobin. He has the most trade value. I could get to Khudobin and the 44th overall pick for Taylor Radish. And I think I want to do it. A prospect and a pick is not bad. Let's see if I can squeeze out a couple fifths as well. What do you say, Tampa Bay? Taylor Radish off to Tampa Bay. Goodbye, Taylor. I will never miss you, and I've gotten a prospect and a pick for you. Thank you very much for your waste of time on my team. What can I get for Jameson DeVries? I need a backup goal. I can get Svechnikov, Kaut, Walford, and Husso from the Flyers, who are all on expiring deals. Don't want to do that. Ville Husso. I just need a good goalie, but I can figure that out later on. With Radish gone, that frees up the cap space that I need to get out. And now I can send him to pick 44 with the Lightning pick. Let's see who is available. Yikes. I trade up here and there's no one even. That's good. I really hate that, man. I trade up and there's no one to take. There's no one to take. So you know what? Now I got to make another trade. Year in and year out, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is one of the best goalies in the NHL. He's 87 overall. He has 86 poise. I don't know what the magic is, but somehow he always puts up good numbers. He gets wins and he puts up decent numbers, which is all you can really ask for from a decent goalie. Probably the best option if I don't want to go after someone like, I could go after maybe Binnington, looking at last year's stats, maybe even Matt Murray, who has good stats. But even Robin Lehner had 44 wins last season. But I think Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's a good goalie. If I get them to keep some salary, what would they say? The trade looks good, but they don't want to keep all that money. So who can I throw in to make it happen? Because those 2 second-round picks I'm not going to use. So if I could throw in a prospect to make this trade happen, I would not mind. Maybe a low elite prospect who's a 7th-round pick, Cronwall was. They still say no. I need them to keep the salary because I still have like money from like John Carlson costing me, even though his contract is over. What do you say now? Still trade rejected. With a couple of draft picks down the road, it goes through. So thank you, Buffalo, for the goaltender. Good luck with Jameson DeVries. And now we can continue simulating on. Buffalo took a medium top 6, 60 overall. Don't really care. And now we can continue simulating. Just want to get this draft over with so we can move into next season. Emilio Bulbrook, no. Emmanuel Poirier is a gem and low top 6. I think I'm going to go ahead and take him, a good 3rd round pick. He's a 62 overall center. Sim to pick 97. I'm excited to just get this season started, man. I just want to blaze through this draft. Vyacheslav Vorobyev is 2 bars medium elite. Garrett Fristic is medium elite guaranteed. And here's Reed Connor, an Italian. Yeah, he's definitely not from Italy, that's for sure. I don't pick again until next round, so I think I'm going to reach for the guy that I want instead of taking a risk on that goalie. And I'll take the medium elite Garrett Fistrick right here, the 2-way defenseman, even though he's still slated to go a bit far away. He's 53 overall medium elite. That defenseman I was thinking about taking still hasn't gone. That's weird. 102nd overall. That guy's ranked 93. He still hasn't gone. Maybe I'll try and trade New Jersey for him. I have 4 fifth-round picks, so how about I give you a couple of fifths, and you give me your 4th and a 7th next year. That's pretty fair, right? No, not even close. Let's try 2 fifths. Nope, not even close. So I guess I'll give you my 7th next year. Nope, not even close. A 6th next year. How about that? Trade too far off. Okay, you know what? Enjoy. Take the player. What's his potential? There he is. Medium top 6D. Wasn't worth my time. Go to bed. Pick 137 now, round 5. Pick 13, 137th overall. Beautiful. Right into my lap. Rodney Leahy, medium elite goaltender. Welcome to the squad. Meant to be. 47 overall, medium elite. Boom. Pick 143. Could go for Jürgen Keller, 2 bars low elite, or for Kim Oduya, 2 bars low elite. I'm going to go for the guy, the defenseman here, because I already have enough centermen. The German, Jürgen Keller. He is low top 6D. Not bad, not bad. Pick 149 now. I have so many centermen and defensemen, I could go for a winger. Doesn't look like there's many around. So I guess I'll go for... but this guy's 2 bars medium elite. I can't pass up on him. Jason Sanders, welcome to the team, man. Is he elite? He's me a low top 6D. Pick 154 now. Here we go. All the guys are still here. So I guess I'll go for him now. Landon Longy. He's medium bottom 6. Pretty rough. Pick 159. I don't even want to make this pick. You know what? I'm just going to reach for the people that I want, though, because this draft is about to finish off. Anyone pinned left? I do have a couple people pinned. Let's go for Bear Leopold. That's a pretty cool name. Bear. Low top 9 grinder. Yikes. Don't get in the corners with him. 180th overall. I'll take this guy. I have a 224. Bo Man. That's a pretty solid name as well. Bo Man. The Polish international. He's low elite. Nice. And that's it, boys. That is the end of the draft. No pick in the 7th round. We call it a day there. Good draft. Not too bad. Got some people in the system. Got rid of Radish. Got a new goaltender. And we are ready to hop into free agency for what will be our last season. All these coaches are expired, so I'm going to go ahead and re-sign them. Give me a couple minutes. Not sure if Wes Finley's going to want to re-sign as an associate coach again, since he is one of the better head coaches that's available. But I offered him like $7 million, so I'll try to do that. Go through the scouts and re-sign them. Okay, so that's all done. Heading into the re-sign phase now. All right, so here's the interesting part. Don't have a lot of money. Let's just get right to it. Release the people that we're releasing, all expiring. John Carlson, you're gone. $7 million, don't have it. See you later. Thanks for the run. Bugner, you'll get signed. McInnes, Ekman. Aho, I'm going to trade you, so I'll just qualify you. Pachuretti, Drysdale, you're coming back. McCarron, oh, Big Mike. You have a spell over me, Bello. You do have a spell over me. You want a 2AD? Oh, he wants the league minimum? Welcome back, Big Mike. Robertson was just to fill in the minors. Steenbergen, who are you? Ola Berglund, yeah, definitely got to sign him. One of my better defensive prospects. Has not grown, though, very much, which is a bit troubling. Tracy, who never grew. He's been in the system for years. Goodbye. Sven Foss, going to go ahead and sign him. Let me just take care of all these guys. AJ Ballard, it's his entry-level deal. Welcome to the team. All the people who say no for extension, but they have potential, I'm just going to qualify them, then I can trade them later on. Rene, that's for his entry-level deal as well. Cronwall, yeah. I wanted to trade all these guys while I could in the draft, but now I need to do them before they go into free agency since they have some potential. Okay, great. So if we come to Christian Bugner, we have... Oh, he doesn't want a lot of money. His asking price went way down. He wanted 8 years, $13 million at one point, I remember. Okay, so if I could get him... he does not want the extension, but if I could get him 1 year, 2.7, that could be really big. That could be really big to help us make room for someone else in this team. I think I'm going to have to take it. I know it could cost me more down the line, but if I could get him 1 year, 2.8, let's see if he'll take it. Jordan McInnes has been a letdown in this career mode. I guess I could give him 1 year. He does not want... Does he want the extension? No, no one wants the extension. I can give him 1 year at 1.65. Might just qualify him, though, if he says no to that. Yeah, I'll just qualify him if he says no. Ekman doesn't want to re-sign. 4 years, $5 million? What are you saying, Bello? Qualify. If anyone wants to give you that and give me like a first-round pick, no problem. You serious? Pedro Pachuretti, a great fourth-line center. 1 year keeps him as an RFA, so I'll try to give him 1 year, 1.1, since he doesn't want the extension. Jamie Drysdale, he's good for depth and all that. He does want the extension. I'll give him 1 year, $1 million. Perfect. Now let's simulate a day, see what everybody has to say, all the coaches, scouts, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Wes Finley stayed on as an associate coach. That's great. He's like an A-rated head coach. I'm not interested in joining with this job title. Goodbye, Carolyn Humphreys. Zachary Yashin, a D-rated goalie coach who's not thrilled with the role. I'm sorry, I should have made you my NHL head coach to keep you appeased. My apologies. Zachary Yashin. All the scouts are on. Berglund says no. Okay. Pachuretti also says no. McInnes says no. What? McCarron says yes. Thank you. Someone says yes. Everyone else says no. Drysdale says yes. Bugner says no. Ballard's on board. Everyone rejected pretty much. I don't know why everyone wants to leave the team. If we went by this system of EA where like, oh, wants the extension means staying and doesn't want the extension means he would leave in real life, I'd have no one left. Look, everyone's gone. Everyone would have left. So let's try this again. Let's try 1 year at $3 million for Bugner. Right there. Jordan McInnes, qualify, bang. Pachuretti, qualify, bang. Ola Berglund, qualify, bang. Sven Fost, qualify. My goodness. Tommy Yasu, you don't want to be here? Then get out of here. I'll give you the max two-way deal. Anyone unsigned that I could sign? Yeah, so Peverly and Roberts, I can definitely sign both those guys. Nazir Peverly and Pat Roberts, both two good prospects. I'm glad to see that they've grown so much. Peverly was a 4th round pick, and Roberts a 5th round pick, and those are great overalls for those rounds. So welcome aboard, boys. Goalies, Atanovich will be the backup. Verkunen will be my starter in the minors, and Pascal Phaneuf can be the backup in San Diego. Perfect. Having Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for 3 more years, or for 2 more years at 4.37 is really nice as well. Bugner, everybody rejects. Phaneuf, Peverly, Roberts say yes. Those are the ones that you expected to say yes. Still have 11.5 million, a lot more money than I thought, so that's very good. Very, very good. So Christian Bugner, let's try 1 year at 3.250. Still saving a lot of money, so I'll take it. And Tommy Yasu says no, so goodbye, Tommy. Nice knowing you. Bugner rejects again, but what do you want, bro? You wanted 2.7? I'm offering you 3.250. Don't tell me that's what you want for 1 year if it's not what you want for 1 year. Why are we playing games like that? 1 year, 3.5 from Bugner. There we go. And he rejects. So, okay, looks like I'm going to have to qualify you. Actually, I have one more chance to sign him. So, one last try. 1 year at 3.750. This guy killing me. If it's not what you want, then tell me. If we were in a room and you told me that and I offered it to you and 2 days later you came back and said no, I'd slap you in the face. Alright, so Bugner just gets qualified since he wants to play around. No problem with me, Bello. So let's advance today. We have money, so maybe we can do something. Maybe we can do something. First things first, I'm just going to check out, I got to hire a goalie coach, and then I got to look if there's any new scouts to hire, and then I'm going to try to get Patrick Kane, and then we're going to look at my team, what we need, and then we'll hop into free agency. So scouts and coaches are done, but I forgot that I'm not going to go and trade for Kane before I know if guys like McInnes are coming back yet. So I need to get that signing done, and then I can figure it out. So let's look quickly at UFAs who are available, sorting by overall. We have Matthew Barzal, Dylan Cousins, wow, Andrei Svechnikov, Nikita Kucherov, Nazarov, who was the 2nd overall pick in 2020, Alexei Nazarov, a two-way forward. Very nice people out here, that's for sure. Maximilian Setzinger, legend. Phil Dano. Okay, and in nets, any goalies out here? Thatcher Demko, Connor Hellebuck. Hellebuck always has good numbers, but I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not going to go and sign him. He has 90 poise, that's why. Just look at the poise. Okay, so Christian Bugner, now that he's a free agent, he'll be more inclined to sign. Only wants 1 year, 2.9. So perfect. I should be able to get him for 1 year, 2.8, which is $1 million less than I was offering him before. Jordan McInnes, should be able to get him for 1 year. Let's try 1.650. Not that great of a player, to be honest. And Nicholas Ekman wanted $5 million or $4 million. He still wants crazy money. You know what? I'm just going to let him get signed, or he's going to bring his demands a lot, much more down. Try 1 year, 1 million, 1.1 for Pedro Pachuretti. Marco Aho, I'm going to trade. Ola Berglund, try and get him. Sven Fost, sign him. Jacobs, I guess I could sign Jacobs. He's not that great, and he doesn't fit in the lines in the minors, but what are you going to do, I guess? Down in San Diego, Norman, sign him up. And Jaskalainen, Sign him to a 1-year deal. Probably did trade. No, I'm just going to trade him. I don't even know why I sent him an offer. Just trade him out. Louis, sign him. He has great potential, so he can play in San Diego next year. He's on board right away. Perfect. Okay. Now it's time to go make that trade and see who signs as well. So now with the salary working out, I can actually acquire Patrick Kane, who can be my third-line right winger, possibly. Because my left is going to be, my top two right there. So my left could be Jordan McInnes maybe on the third line. But let me see who I can package up to get in a deal to Buffalo. I would trade Nicholas Ekman, but if I get a offer for him, I'd get more value in draft picks. So I'm not going to bother trading him. Jacobs, hopefully he signs. Anyone else who's RFA? Bugner's going to sign. McInnes is going to sign. Pachuretti and Fast are both going to sign. Norman. You know what, maybe I should just throw him in while he has a little bit of value. What do you say to this, Buffalo? Jaskalainen, Aho, and Mann for Patrick Kane. Yeah, didn't expect it. What other rookie skaters can I throw in to make this worth your while? Someone who's unsigned maybe, low potential. Here, this defenseman that I just drafted. Bowman, 6th round pick, defensive defenseman. Throw him in. That would make it worth your time, right, Buffalo? Oh, come on, quite close to fair value, but they're not interested. That's the issue. Come on, boys. We'll throw in a draft pick to make it worth your while. What do you like? You like future picks? Here's a 6th round pick next season. Trade accepted. Thank you, Buffalo. Patrick Kane's on this team, and he's going to be a big part of us trying to win a Stanley Cup here in our last full season. So let's advance a few days, see if the RFAs sign on board. Caroline Humphreys, thanks for the offer. Okay, goodbye. Don't need you on my team. Ola Berglund, Pedro Pachuretti, Jordan McInnes, Christian Bugner, Marcus Jacobs, Sven Fast all sign, which is exactly what I expected, and for cheap. So with everyone there, I now have $3.39 million to spare. So let's look at next season. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is next season with Colin Reyes. Yeah, he could make the lineup. I don't mind that lineup. That's a pretty good, it's pretty solid. I don't mind that. And on defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But Nicholas Ekman and Ethan Larmour should grow a bit, and he should be ready to take the reins. And for goalies, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with Atanovich backing him up. I think we're good to go, boys. I think we are good to go. Unless there's someone who's really cheap in free agency, who's like Patrick Kane, low overall, but we know that they simulate well. Looking just at UFAs with potential, maybe. This guy here, 19 years old, Springus. Low elite. Springus. I could just sign these guys and then trade them all, but that's a bit too cheesy in the system. So let me just look at, let's go by affordable. Who are the best players that are affordable? William Karlsson, this guy Cam, well, he's an RFA. Let's go to affordable. Can you choose affordable UFAs? No. Jeremy Bracco, Rupe Hintz, Ilya Mikheyev. I could use some better defense depth than Jamie Drysdale, John Merrill. Who wants a Stanley Cup here, boys? Who wants a Stanley Cup? Did Nick Leddy ever win a cup with Chicago? Yeah, he definitely won a cup with Chicago, that's for sure. Nate Schmidt, he didn't win the cup with Washington. He got traded away. Nate Schmidt's a very good defenseman. He's been on Vegas his whole career since moving from Washington. Schmidt, they say defensive pairing 3, he'd fit. And then John Merrill, they're the same age, and they're both from Vegas. They've both been on Vegas since the expansion draft. No, John Merrill's been bouncing around a little bit. You know what? I really like Nate Schmidt. I wouldn't mind getting him for some depth. I think I can get him much cheaper than that. Let's try 2 years at 2.250. I see a lot of YouTubers who go like, oh, let's make sure he accepts. Let's go up to 2.750. No, there's no teams interested in him, and he's 31 years old. I'm not worried. He's going to take that deal. Simulate a couple of days. Nate Schmidt's going to be knocking on my door saying thank you so much. And there he is. Extremely happy to accept your offer. He's going to be a go-to man. More depth depending on Ethan Larmour. Brendan Saad to Columbus. Back to Columbus from the Rangers for a first and a prospect. Okay. So there's no one that I really want to trade. And I'm pretty happy with everybody. All the RFAs should sign on over the summer. So let's simulate to next season, and we'll see where we're at by then. Ooh, big deal here in the offseason. Sam Steele with a 3rd round pick going to Winnipeg from Carolina for Josh Morrissey. Former first-line center here on Anaheim. Now he can join his former number 2, Isaac Lundstrom, over on Winnipeg. Getting a lot of deals here in the offseason for Berglund and Keatley and Ballard. First and Mayer for Mangiapane and a 3rd. Man, it's not hard to get people. Nicholas Ekman still hasn't signed. Oh, that's true. Nicholas Ekman still hasn't signed. 2 firsts for Yoki Harju, Hinostroza, and a 5th. Sheesh. And then a 2nd Bufflin. Oh, crazy trades going on here. Let me see what Ekman wants. So Ekman, now his demands are coming down. That's what I thought, Bello. That is what I thought. I want your demands to go down even a little bit more. I only have 2.1 million, so I spent money on Nate Schmidt expecting you to come down. So I'm expecting you to come down some more. Or actually, I thought someone would just give me an offer sheet. I guess no one wanted to pay $5 million for an 81 overall, eh, Bello? That's the way the news goes, eh? Ronning in a second. Everyone just wants Ronning and Ballard, all these guys. We're at the end of August. You want less? There you go. Now we're down to 3 million. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Once the season rolls around and I move money around, I should be able to sign him for whatever remaining money I have. And if not, I'll trade Nate Schmidt. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I expected him to get offer sheeted, so I didn't even think he was gonna come back, to be honest. All right, so here we are next season. Let's edit up these lines and see what we're looking like. So just a couple small things in San Diego that I have to do. I need to sign a backup goalie because Pascal Faneuf's still in the minors and juniors. I need a 4th line left wing. Nicholas Ekman, are his demands coming down a little bit? I have even less money now. So let me see if I can get him for 1 year, 2 million. What do you say, Nicholas? Come on, Bello. And then I need to get those San Diego players. This guy Eaves here has high backup potential. He's 23 years old. Colin Eaves, a 6th round pick. He wouldn't be bad to have playing with Antanovich, so go ahead and give him a deal. And then for left wingers who are possible to play in the minors, let's go for who wants to win a cup with San Diego. Let's go. Xander Hoyles, I remember drafting him in 2021. Giovanni Smith, Bello, welcome. You can come on board. This guy's a fighter. So get those guys signed, simulate a couple days, then we can fix up the lines. Hopefully Ekman signs. If not, I might have to free up some caps somehow. Anderson and a 6th for a 3rd. Interesting. I might see Nazir Peverley is 80 overall, so he could play on the 4th line. But okay, he didn't have Anderson, McInnes, and Reyes all take up those spots. So let me go back and fix this up. All right, boys, so this is how we're looking moving into year number 10. So on the first line, Eli Tolvanen, Shane Wright, and Doug Bickle. On the second line, Mats Lindstrom, Antoine Moran, and Patrick Kane. Down to a 78 overall, but he has the +3. So with the +3 in this line, we're playing 92, 89, and 81. Patrick Kane simulates like a monster. The +3 will help him. Looking forward to it. On the third line, Helmerson, Bugner, and McInnes, all two-way forwards. Helmerson, I changed him to a playmaker, so maybe that'll change something, gives it a +1. But Bugner and McInnes, both two-way forwards, both not big scorers, while Helmerson is more of a scorer. So maybe I change something around like this, where Anderson, who scores more, as a power forward, and then McInnes I can maybe trade, and then I can bring in Nazir Peverley. Nazir Peverley gives it a +1. He is a power forward, big boy, 90 discipline, love to see it. He fits well on the third or first line, it says. So that's a possibility. For now, I think I'll keep it McInnes, but that could trade. I'll probably put him on the trade block, see how the third line performs, and if we have to trade, we have to trade. Defense stays the same. Fabro, Makar, Oland, Clark with the top four, and then the bottom pair is Schmidt and Larmour. If I can get Ekman signed, it'll be Ekman and Larmour, and Schmidt will be filling in for any injuries. Currently scratched, I have no defenseman scratched, so yeah. Special teams. Try this out with a +5 on the top pair, Kane, Morant, and Tolvanen with Oland and Makar. I could swap out Morant and Wright and give Wright that top power play time. I think I will do that because Morant can play with Lindstrom and Helmerson, Fabro, and Bickle. Also a very good pair with the +1 because Wright becomes a 95 with that +5, which is very nice. We'll try that out, see how it goes. 4-man power play, whatever, just keep it like that. Penalty kill, I always need to fix this because it's always a buzz, so let's see what I can do. Going like this gives it the second unit a +1. I'm just going this year with, I'm trying a new strategy this year. Let's just go with whoever the best defensive players are. Bickle, Tolvanen, I know they're getting a ton of ice time, but they have 5-star defense. I don't care, they're going out there. That's pretty much it, I think. Shane Wright, I don't know why he's always on the shootout line, because his accuracy for shooting is in the high 70s. Rather put Bickle there or something like that. There you go. Okay, and then in nets, We have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, 87 overall for 2 more years at $4.3 million. Backing him up is Milan Atonovic. He is 1 year left on his entry-level deal. The Czech man, 4th round pick in 2025, 82 overall. Scratched are Nazir Peverley and Mike McCarron. Hopefully I can get Niklas Ekman back here because it would be nice if I could... he's a big presence in the penalty kill, and he's been here for a while. I wouldn't mind getting him back. Just that... I'm just shy by a few dollars. Brandt Clark never really grew much that 88 that he was touted to be by some. I think I just need to hope that his demands go down a little bit. So let's send him through the preseason, and hopefully his demands will go down. I'm in the midst of changing my coach in the minors as well because all the lines had like -1s or 0s, so I'm in the midst of fixing that. Moving into our final season, boys, I think we're going to name a captain. It's not going to be Cale Makar. He does have an A. The thing is, last season we played Makar, Helmerson, and Moran with the 3 A's, but I'm between 2 people, and I think the captaincy has to go to almost 30-year-old Antoine Moran, who's been here since he was drafted in 2017. He's been in the system for about 11 years now. He's won 2 Stanley Cups of the 3 with us. He's been our second-line center for a while, a very solid 70-point-per-year player. Antoine Moran, new captain of the Anaheim Ducks, our 3rd captain in this franchise mode. Getzlaf, Fowler, and now Antoine Moran. Congratulations, Bello. Congratulations, Bello. Yeah, we fired our head coach in San Diego. I wish you all the best as captain, and let's get a Stanley Cup championship with you as our leader. Now here comes the politics. You got to hire a coach, but you need to hire him as your AHL assistant coach and then your associate coach, and then you fire your associate coach who you had promoted to head coach, and then it's ring around the rosy. So you make him your associate coach. And then when he signs, you fire your head coach, who was your associate coach. And then you go hire your associate coach, who you promoted to your head coach, back as your associate coach. So great job, EA, on another broken system that people have to do circles around to make it work. Okay, Brunstrom signed. That's great. So now Bergeron can be fired, and then Brunstrom can be promoted, and then I got to go back and find him and rehire him as my associate coach. Actually, I don't even think he's the best team fit. But no, there's other people here who have better fits. 63. Yeah, I can hire one of these guys instead of Bergeron. Gordy Acton. Nice. Welcome, Bello. AHL associate coach. You're 61, so you're about to retire any day now anyways. You're 61, but you look the same age as anyone who's like 37. So another thing that EA could fix, making more realistic pictures on their coaches. We're 3-0 here in the preseason as we keep on simulating. This guy should sign any day now. He is happy to join. Welcome, Gordy. And now in the AHL, when we go look at our lines there, yeah, that's better now. A +1 there. It's -3 on this last pairing. That's not good. -3. Louis should be here. Gives it a -2. Oh, it gives it a +3. Beautiful. Oh, that gives it a +3 in the top pair. Even better. Okay, that's great. Special teams, the power play. -2 on the power play. Why would I want a -2 on the power play? Who doesn't fit? Kudobin, who I just got from the Lightning, does he fit? Great. Gives it a 0. Good enough. I can live with that. Goalies are good. Scratches are good for depth. Am I missing actually a forward? I am missing a forward. Okay, so I could sign 1 depth forward quickly. Ekman, his demands are slowly going down, so hopefully I can get him soon. 1 year, 2.075. I probably should have tried to get Kane some salary retained on him. This guy, Kaigorodov, great. Just get anyone random to fill in. He has medium top-line potential. Cool. Now we can finish off simulating through the preseason and finally get ready for next year. Shout out the Kings. Shout out the Oilers. Ekman rejects the offer again. Hopefully his demands go down a bit more. We beat the Canucks 3-2 in a shootout, and then we beat the Golden Knights 5-3. So for the first time, we go 7-0 in the preseason. Never seen that before in this franchise mode. 10 points in 7 games for big Cale Makar. Helmerson and Clark get 8 each. Patrick Kane won a point per game. Antoine Moran, our captain, 2nd round pick in 2017. McInnes went 5. Okay, all right. Now you can never really count on preseason to be accurate, but I'm seeing something good here. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen went 7-0 with 2 shutouts. Beautiful. That is what I like to see from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Wishing all the best for him this season. And I think that's going to be it for this one, boys. As we move into the regular season, I'm going to try and sign Ekman. I'm going to send him another offer if his demands have gone down from 2.75. I'm going to send out the scouts as well. And it's down to 2.550, so I will send him another offer at 2.075. See if he signs that in the next episode. Trade block, I think I'm going to keep it how it is. Maybe I'll put some prospects and picks on the block. But boys, we are moving into the last ride here in Anaheim, year number 10, the 2028-2029 regular season. So please let me know if you have any thoughts moving into our last year. This series will have a couple more episodes with the season and the playoffs. And actually, you know what? I probably won't send out my scouts too much this year because I won't care about scouting much in the future. But aside from that, there will be a video after that simulates to 2044, and that'll be it. We'll finally start my next series here in NHL. I just started also a FIFA series, rebuilding the lowest rated team in Italy on my channel, so be sure to check that out. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Make sure you don't miss any videos coming out. Daily uploads here in quarantine to keep everybody entertained. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.